or with my grandma, and I was paying the bills. Like I was paying the rent and or summer rent and the water. Like that was a lot of money for me, and I was saving money for tuition for college. So I know what adulthood is like. What gets me is the fact that these niggas lied to me. Their fathers lied. They pretended to be someone they weren't just to be close with me, just to get in with me. And then when I was able to discern, you know what I'm saying, it was too late. It was just too late. And these niggas fell off the face of the earth. Period. Well, not so much Avi Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that situation just changed, like, within a matter of 2 days, you know what I'm saying? But still, like, it's not something that I can rely on. Like, this nigga not paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not creating a space for me to be able to thrive. You know what I'm saying? Let alone have somebody else watch my children, have an opportunity for somebody else to watch my children. So it's like, these niggas is good for nothing. Like, and this is why I just do everything myself. Because it's like, why would I ask for help? Why would I ask for something that is going to be half asked? Like, so I'll be is fighting us. You know, I'm not into that. I never was the type of person who. I'm over. Anyway, I digress off the situation. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This shit's stupid and petty. This shit's beyond me. I'm a God at heart. Like I don't. God is at heart. I don't. These things. These are miscellaneous. These are the least of my worries. My true worry. Not even a worry because I'm not even a worry. But my true vision that I have is, you know, having land. Like if I gotta suffer right now to acquire the land that I have always been manifesting, if I have to suffer right now to acquire the tiny houses that I want or anything that I want,
Hey,
my
y'all.
vehicle, my license, anything, I will do that. I will suffer in peace.
Hey, y'all. Hello. It's your girl, Queen Blahma. And I'm back, y'all, for another video. I'm not going to react much. I'm going to just let y'all watch his baby mama. Um, she's struggling being a single mother. Um, her daughter is very active, very rambunctious. She really can't deal with the energy that her daughter is putting out. So let's just watch it together, y'all.
This was my vision. Eliana dad lied to me.
Eliana dad is Nature Boy.
Talking about, yeah, do you like this one? Do you like that one? And I'm like, yeah, I like this one. We could do XYZ. And this man ain't never put money towards money. He just blew all the money. You think I had control over that money? You think I had something to do with that money? I ain't have nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga didn't want to give me no type of control because he knew that if I had control, we would have land. I would have land right now. I would have a house on that bitch too. Actually, me and Ariana wouldn't be a part of the picture, but me and Eliana would have our own house actually. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to me. But that wasn't the case, and he knew that. So he had to try to destroy me any way he could. Nevertheless, that's just adversity for me to be able to grow more into my purpose. And I'm not letting them. I'm not pumping the brakes. That's why it baffled me when other people went there and they just went quiet. Like, quiet for who? I'm about to turn up. Y'all gonna know my name before this lifetime. And before I go, I ain't never gonna go like, no, y'all got me bent out. Y'all gonna see me at my worst. Y'all definitely gonna see me in my glory. Y'all got me fucked up. Period. But y'all thought this was. Y'all thought this was just humiliate Velvet and nah, that ain't never gonna nah. Y'all got me bent all the way twisted. I know what I deserve, and I know what is coming to me because I've been manifesting it for all of my life. Since I was 17 years old, I'm 25 right now. My shit is about to show up. I know it is.
Dang.
And I'm not letting them.
She 25?
I'm pumping the gas.
Oh, wow. I've been listening to her talk for a good 30-40 minutes now. And I thought she might have been 22, 20, maybe 22, something like wow. Wow. This is crazy. And I don't even know where Eliana is. She's quiet now, but she was very loud. She's been yelling and running and just doing everything. And she's real quiet now, and she needs to get up and go see what she's into because that's not good. Oh, well, she's back. There she is. I'm like, she came back, sure. Eliana is back.
Sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I just get on live with y'all to talk. Because, that keeps me calm, you know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't no sense in trying to just like hold it in and let it build up. But I'm happy. I'm happy with everything. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for I'm grateful for what I have. I am. And I'm at peace with everything. I don't mind. Oh, I gotta suffer? Okay. I gotta suffer some more? Okay. You want me to suffer just a little bit more? Okay. Just a little bit more? Okay.
This is sad, for real.
Just a little more? Okay. I'm with the shit. I'm here for it. Put me under pressure. Put me under the highest pressure. Watch how I come up. Watch how I come up. Mom, can you read this for me? Yeah, I'm about to go. I'm about to go. I'm about to go because what's about to happen right now is really about to just be like weird. So like every time Eliana want me to read her a book, right? Every time Eliana want me to read her a book, I'll start reading a book to her, and then she'll be like, no, let me read it, and I'm like, well, you can't read it, like, you want me to read this to you, and then she'll be like, yeah, and then when I start reading it, she'll be like, no, let me do it myself, and I'm like, but you just asked me to read the book, like, I'm not.
This whole thing is strange, y'all.
I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm the most effective mother. Like some things I don't know. Some things I don't know how to deal with. Like I legit don't know how to deal with that. Like that shit's weird to me. But at the end of the day, like I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm gonna see y'all later. Until next time, I'm gonna go. I'm actually want to get on live with y'all again, but I gotta charge my phone and I have some other things to do nevertheless. So I'm gonna digress. But I'm gonna see y'all later, and I'm gonna go make us some juice. I have to go do some pineapples and some I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with the pineapples just yet, but I'm still trying to figure that out. Nevertheless, we're gonna do some juice and some fruit and stuff like that. I'm going to let her hold the book. Yeah, she was doing all of it. She was flipping the page, she was putting the finger under the words, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't tripping. It is what it is. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me and all this stuff. I appreciate y'all.
Wow, you guys. Yeah. I was waiting to see how she was gonna react to her daughter asking her to read the book. Oh man. As I stated, I've been watching her for a good 40 minutes, maybe an hour. And she needs some parenting lessons. Baby girl need parenting classes bad. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Ooh wee, y'all. Wow. I thought she was like maybe man. I thought maybe she was like, 19, 20, 21, 22, something like that. I didn't think she was 25 years old, presenting herself like she does. Yeah. That was a mess. What I watched for the last 40 minutes was a mess, you guys. She yelled at that girl. That girl yelled back at her. She spoke negatively about that baby's father multiple times. Oh my goodness. She really needs some parenting classes. And she was speaking about how she gets overwhelmed and how she doesn't have a break and she doesn't get a break away from Eliana. And that's what was making me think like, okay, she might be 19 or she might be 20 or 21 or something. 25 years old? You baby girl, you are 25. You will be 26 years old. with 2 children. Um, it's time to pick it up and get it together. It's time to get it together, baby girl. I'm fine with suffering. You want me to suffer a little more? Fine. You want me to suffer a little bit more? Fine. You want me to suffer a little bit more? Fine. No, 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 it's not fine. It's not fine. When it was you by yourself, if you want to say it's fine, that's fine and dandy. But you have 2 daughters that are looking up to you, one of which that you continue to tell us misbehaves. Misbehaves. She's reckless. She's loud. She wants extra attention. She got all this negative behavior from her father. Her father cursed her. That's what you said. Like that's what you said. You oh my gosh. I would have never thought that that's how you thought about your daughter. But then her having that baby by nature boy, someone who physically and mentally abused her so bad, and then to push a baby out by him and for him to then continue to abuse her. Like I watched videos where this baby was a days old, a month old, and that girl was just, she was standing there with him just yelling at her and berating her and harassing her for 4 hours. And she was just standing there, and they in the middle of the jungle, and it's flies and gnats and shit going all around her face, and she just standing there holding this newborn baby while he's just doing all this ignorant stuff. Like she tried to take the baby and jump out the window, y'all. It was it I can't even imagine. And for her to get away from this, and she got with somebody else and had another baby pretty quick, and not to be in deep therapy, deep counseling, deep, she needs deep therapy. And then for her to say that she said her daughter received 2 different lights. She tried to provide structure to her daughter, but then the different light that her daughter's father would provide, and the different women in the house. So her daughter grew up receiving 2 different lights. So her daughter is just very disruptive, and she craves so much attention, and she's just so disruptive. And I'm like, your daughter's small. This is a little baby. Like, little. I didn't follow her completely, they whole group back then like that, but I do know she got away when the baby was still small, when the baby was still a baby, and she's still super small. So for her to be saying that her daughter picked up on so much different stuff from Nature Boy and from this and that, and her daughter seen this and learned that and this and that and that and that, you and your daughter have been away from that for enough time now for you to have been trying to curb her behavior in a positive manner. But you yelling at her and you threatening her and you being so loud and just verbal and loud and vulgar, just it just very masculine is how she deals with her daughter. How do you think she's going to act? You're saying that she's picking up on all this behavior from Nature Boy. I'm not back on water at y'all. Thirsty. Shit. Give me a second. You saying she's picking up on this negative behavior and all these negative superhuman power behavior and entities and everything from Nature Boy, and she got all of this from him. But what I just seen was you being very loud, very negative, very masculine, very ghetto, just very ignorant, the way you talked to your daughter and the way you spoke about your daughter. It wasn't good. And You say that she picked up on all this from her father, but what I know for a fact is she's old enough now to be hearing what you're saying because she was repeating a lot of what you were saying. You were threatening her, yelling at her, told her to go in the room. She was going to be on punishment all day and night. You told her you was going to throw the car in the trash. She's like, throw it in the trash. No, you're not. Like, it was a whole lot going on. And then toward the end of the live, you said, now, see, when I get overwhelmed, I come live and I talk to y'all. So you got overwhelmed and you came live to talk to them for 40 minutes, which made you overwhelmed also because trolls were in the chat. And then you were yelling at your daughter more. So nothing got accomplished. Like, nothing. It was no point in getting on live to ignore your daughter because she's just so bored out of her mind, she has nothing to do. And then she even went, y'all, they told her to take the kids to the park to get out the house. And she said, I want to take them to the park. But even when I take them to the park, I can't just sit back and relax and vibe because I got to be on my mommy mode. Like, what mode you think you going to be on if you take little kids to the park? And oh my gosh, you guys, it was a lot going on. I screen recorded it and I'm going to get it up so you guys can see exactly what I'm referring to. She said that Eliana cries for a dad. Eliana cries for her dad. And then she has to explain to her that she should just pray for a father. And Eliana will pray for a father, and that basically she's praying for a husband, a spouse. Like, it's a whole lot of confusion and delusion, and it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. She's asking for a village to help raise her children, but she needs a lot of guidance herself. Like, she needs a village to come help raise her children and finish raising her. She needs a lot of guidance. After what Nature Boy put you through, wow, like, what what on God's green earth would possess you to even really care about having a husband so soon? Like, a husband what? Husband what? Husband who? Husband why? Hell, I don't even, hell. I don't want none of that masculine attention. Hell no. Let's get us some. We're going to have fairies and princesses and purple flowers and cotton balls and everything feminine up in here. We don't want none of that masculine energy around here. No, no, no. Hell no. We got to cleanse ourselves from what girl, all that energy, all of that he was in putting up on you. And you still right out here talking about man and the man and the man and the husband and another man and another man and another man. Like, and even after he put all that on you and abused you, and you tried to grab your newborn baby and jump out what was a 2-story window, 3-story window, girl. You grabbed the baby and you was running down the street with hardly no clothes on, yelling at white people and the white people looking at you, and like, come on now. And then you got out of that and you went to another man whom, if I'm remembering correctly from what I was told, you went to him and then he ended up basically wanting the same situation that Nature Boy wanted, which was the multiple wives. And then you got, I don't remember for a fact, but you went to another man, you ended up pregnant, and now you have 2 babies, and you still talking about, you gonna be somebody's wife. Oh, that's fine and dandy. That is fine if you know you're going to be somebody's wife. But why don't you put that dream on the back burner for a few years and focus on yourself and your children and your life? Because you're very unhappy right now. Very unhappy. You looking for random people to come and help you raise your kids, which is very unhealthy. God knows what they could do. You talking about how you so broke, you don't have money for this, you don't have money for that. You can apply for the welfare system. Let's get this real correct really, really quick, because all I heard was a bunch of poverty and you don't have this and you don't have that and you don't have support and this and that and this and that. So go on down there and tell them you need some child care so you can go to work and work you a real good job. Go to Amazon somewhere, McDonald's, Walmart. McDonald's paying like $14, $16, 18 in some locations. Get you a nice little job, make you a nice little coin, and start trying to get your life together. Start shaping your life in a different direction. Because what you doing right now is really not working. And then people ask in the chat, are you working? And she got offended and cursed them out. Fuck you mean am I working? Fuck you think I'm just sitting here twiddling my fingers? Well, that's what it looks like. No offense, but that's what it looks like. It looks like you just laying in some welfare apartment, twiddling your fingers, complaining about how you hate your life right now and how you're broke. So if somebody comes in the chat and their thought is, well, baby girl, go get a job, don't get offended. Because obviously they think if you're doing all these complaints and you don't have money for this and that and this and that, then you must not have a job. Right? That's what they thinking. I don't know, sis, but you gotta do something. You gotta do something to get it together. And you're young enough to try to fix it, change your life right now, send it in a different direction, in a different pattern, something. Cause you tripping. And what I just watched for the last 30 minutes, 40 minutes was a hot shame. People would call you an unfit mother. They would call you a neglectful mother. Some would threaten to probably call CPS on you just because. So you need to get it together, sis. I understand you went through what you went through and it was horrible, but you have to make it better for your daughters. You got to make a better life for your daughters. Not because you want a husband, but for your daughters. Y'all smack the likety like button on the way out. I will talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, y'all.